Well, Sean, they say beware the injured golfer, but I suppose that could be applied to snooker tonight. I know you've had some really difficult times with back and neck problems, but a really good performance to beat Kyren Wilson 6-3 with 2 centuries. You must be proud of how you battled.
Yeah, listen, it completely beyond my expectations that tonight. I haven't hit a ball since the Welsh Open. I had 2 little practice sessions today. I didn't know what I was going to get. First frame, I nearly cleared up. It was beyond my wildest, dreams. I did have a lot of run at key moments in the match, where balls could have been left for Kyren and they weren't. I did get away with a few errors here or there, but I suppose you need all those little bits of good fortune. And as I say, I didn't expect to win the match. I came here with no expectations, and I'm absolutely over the moon to be in the next round.
Just how difficult have the last few weeks been for you? I know you take a lot of pride in things like defending titles, and you couldn't do that in Gibraltar. It must have been difficult for you to have to sit that one out.
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, I put really good. You don't get the chance to win tournaments. It doesn't happen to normal players, that often like me. And to not even have the opportunity to go and defend was a real sickener. I made myself watch almost every ball from Gibraltar out of some kind of weird annoyance factor, trying to just put myself through it. And, I'm not sure whether that did myself any good or not. I couldn't go to Romania last week. And it's not as if I could even spend the time, hitting balls, working on my game. Literally sat in front of the TV, contemplating my next box set. So it's been a tough few weeks. I'm by no means out of the woods. I'm going to have more treatment this week. I'm playing pretty much every shot in pain. Just got to get through it.
It did look like we were kind of wincing towards the end. Was it a case? Was there more pressure to try and get the game over as quickly as possible and get over the line?
I think it's one of those where you kind of half think that playing and loosening it up is going to help, and in the end, I think it just aggravated it and annoyed it. I'll probably pay for it tomorrow. But I think you've just got to press on. And, I've had a few weeks off. I'm not built for sitting at home watching snooker tournaments. I'm a professional snooker player and I want to play. So, I'm here, I'm trying my best. And as long as I'm able to compete on Friday, I will.
Really important few weeks, including the rest of this week, then the China Open and obviously the World Championship coming up. Do you have you put any thought into just how you're going to try and manage this for the short term and the longer term?
Well, I'm absolutely dreading the flight to China for the China Open. I mean, that flight, isn't going to be my friend with a sore neck. I've hurt myself on planes before, falling asleep in funny positions, and you wake up and can't move. So, I've got that to contend with. I think it's difficult to manage stuff like this when you're staying in hotels, different beds, different pillows, all of that stuff. I think it's easily thrown away as unimportant, but I think when you're travelling a lot, it's vital. And, I've just got to become much more professional about managing those situations, listening to my body a little bit more, and perhaps becoming a little bit more selective about which events I do play in and which ones I don't.
And aside from the bad problems, it's going to be a tough match anyway at the end of the week. It's Anthony McGill or John Higgins. That'll be a tough match.
Yeah, I mean, in this type of event where you've got the 16 most successful players of the season, there are no easy matches at all. Kyren's had some problems getting here today. His flight was cancelled yesterday from Romania, no fault of his own. He's flown in today, he's come here, and he could have easily won the match. He could have got to 6 before me, no problem. There's only great players in this tournament, and you can't expect any easy matches. And John Higgins or Anthony McGill in the next round is going to be very tough.